Very good. Guys played hard, came up a little short. Defense was good in score zone. Offense didn't score any, so tough game. Penn State's got a good defense, so it's a good battle, but good fight. We just didn't do what we need to do to win. So what questions you got?
Can you just talk about that final drive?
Oh, I mean, we're back. You know, we didn't get a stop there. They got a first down, big play on us, so had a little bit of a long field. You know, at the end we ran out of time, so we had to just throw, chunk one up that was underthrown a little bit, into the wind. But, the last two drives were, a little bit more just straight 2-minute, hit a few passes. Prior to that, though, just offense wasn't, just didn't click too much. So we had to work for everything. We had one good drive backed up with some running plays that kind of helped us, saved the defense a little bit. But other than that, the offense didn't help the defense. Defense bailed the offense out a lot today. I think they were 3 for 5 in the scoring zone with 3 field goals. We had 2 turnovers in the scoring zone. They had some yards, but our defense did a great job at rallying. Their one long touchdown. We're in a double coverage that we ought to have it covered up, and we busted it. So.
How good was Penn State up front?
Oh, they're good. They're always good. Big, stout, strong, mature, and we're a little. We've done a lot here with, kind of trying to lean our guys, give them shape. Now we've got to build them back up. Kind of thought we were a little soft to begin with, so we kind of stripped some things down. But we've got to build back, and we can do a little bit through recruiting, but it's really through a little bit of time, and we're on that right now. I mean. We got guys that have to practice every day doing a boatload of things with some nutrition of trying to internally or during the season internally build us as we move forward. But they're a little overpowering and with their size. And that being said, that allows them in coverage to not overly aggressively play corners and safeties where they keep everything in front of you. And so they're just a big, stout team, and they make you work at it. And again, that's why they're one of the better defenses in our league. Ed Wright had an ankle sprain, didn't practice all week. It's okay. Went the wrong way several times. Got blood still. Around 50%. Of course, didn't get a lot of help. You got DeMarlo coming off an injury. You got DeWeese who's been out with the back. You got Kofi that finally played a little bit in the second half. He's been fighting an ankle. D'Angelo Roberts got a concussion in Tuesday. He was out. So you got a few skilled guys out. So it's still a little bit of a committee. But the guys playing still have played. Cody Lemmer's played. Shane Wynn's played. Bolzer's picked it up a little bit today. Devon's played. But he's missing a few things. He didn't hurt us. At the same time, he's still like Ed. They're both young. They're both battling. But the only reason why he totally played instead of Ed, and we probably would have played them both. Maybe, I don't know, would have went. It'd been interesting to see how it would have went. But Ed was not. Now he's close, and I don't know if he could have played today, but he looks like the way he's moving around. By Monday, he'll be close to practicing, and we'll have both of them next week as we move forward. And is there an issue or a controversy or who we got? We'll figure that one out when we get to Monday. But right now, Dusty played well. He needs his supporting cast to play better, but he also has some glitches, and as he plays, he'll keep coming along.
Did you think you progressed well throughout the game, or did you think
Excuse me?
Did you think you progressed well toward the end with that long touchdown drive? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I thought even the last drive, the last ball got kind of caught in the air and it kind of came off his hand funky, but he, for the most part, when we got in rhythm, when we blocked, when protection was there, when the run game was there, he was solid. So, again, like I said, again, they both have been good through the long haul. Ed took care of the ball a little bit better last week just to give us a spark. He came in very fortunate, very opportunistic when he came in. This week, our guy last week hurt his ankle in the game, and it was bad enough he wasn't able to practice. So. It was good. I hope it can be better as we move forward and get the crowd going. We really talked a lot. We made a big deal with our players about the awareness we were doing for the cancer thing, and we weren't doing that to raise money, but we were doing it talking about people that are fighting cancer. It's game day every day, and you beat that with prayer and a lot of fight and a great attitude, and that's what we need to do to win a game. We need a lot of fight and a lot of attitude. We didn't make some plays we needed to. We didn't have the physical presence and size we needed to. We could click a little bit better at quarterback receiver play, but we talked about fighting. We talked about having an attitude, and for the most part, I was proud of the kids. I thought they did. I was kind of sorry the way we started the second half because I kind of felt Penn State would come out saying, hey, let's go. We opening kick out of bounds, defense rallied, then we turn it over. I didn't like, other than that glitch, and maybe physically not having the presence to have a run game going, I thought our kids battled, and I was proud of them. If we continue that, I told them afterwards, I apologize for the results that we're not getting them as coaches, but I see the gains they're making, and to keep the attitude and keep the fight, and they're going to have a lot of great things as we move forward.
Did you see the guys with an intensity level increase the fact that they're going into conference play?
Oh, I don't know. I would hope so because last week it wasn't there. But, again, where we've been in the building, I'd like to think in time you know, it is kind of neat playing in the Big Ten, those games, and the aura of that, and you got to step up to the plate, answer the bell, and answer the call. We talked about that, but I'd love to think as we move forward in time, our team will respect every opponent and have intensity all the time. That's tough, you know, to bring it every week. And everybody says it's easy. As an athlete, it is tough. But it was nice to see our kids bring the fight today, and hopefully as we move forward, we'll have to do it next week with Illinois coming in.
Going back to the defense, talking about that they're down stats and turnovers early. Comment about that first.
Good. We had a couple third and longs where we let them off. You know, a couple times chances to get to the quarterback and didn't quite get there for some reason. A couple coverages, you know, that we could have cleaned up a little bit. But at the same time, they have good players and they're going to work you. But again, when we battled, got them on schedule, the defense really played well. So they had a couple opportunities where I think if you'd ask them in time, they'd say they let them off the hook. No disrespect to Penn State. I think, again, we were close, played a pretty good defensive game, had a chance to even play it better than we played. And we'll use that as a building block and keep those guys moving forward because they'll need to play better as we go into next week.
Can you give us a status update on Wilson?
Luis just got a back, one of those, you know, chiropractic. You know, I got one of those, you know, where you can't, you know, that low back, you know, down there in your sacroiliac or L5S1s or whatever they are. I don't know all the medical terms and what's what, but he just got a tweak back where it's just he has a hard time getting going. He can't practice with it. It's kind of a, you know, and you can say play through it, but I mean, it's one of those deals where it's just going to take a little time. And he does practice, but he has a hard time doing a lot, and it's just ginger enough. We're just trying to be smart as we move forward to get him for the long haul. It's not worth going out there and you got to practice, and now we lose you for a while. It's not a major deal, but it's one of those low back deals where it's just spasming, tightened up, and he's having a hard time practicing.
Penn State's last drive, they got 2nd and 3 at the 40, and then you looked like you got a little animated in the timeouts, just trying to.
Oh, I didn't like the call us on the field, and then they allowed them a few more seconds to get their substitutions, if we know. But I appreciate our defense. Again, our deal today was to keep fighting, and even when it didn't look good, keep fighting. And I appreciate. Now, I wish we'd have got that stop a little bit earlier because we let them kind of flip the field and gave us a long field. You know, we didn't. You know, we actually thought we were playing good enough defense that instead of onside with the short field, we were going to kick it deep. We didn't get a great kick. They have their hands team out there expecting an onside. I would have liked to have pinned them down a little bit deeper. They popped that first down on us and got out there a little farther, got us to midfield. Terry made it a little tougher. Would have loved to have seen that about 1 minute earlier. And if that's the case, I think we'd had time where maybe we could have got it to the 25, 20, 15, maybe had a more realistic shot to get a couple in the end zone.
It was a really long stretch for the offense. I think it was 10 straight possessions with either a punt or a turnover. But those last 2 possessions, you know, they go down and score, come down, and Dusty throws that last one towards the end zone. Do those last 2 possessions kind of negate what happened before? Like, do you think those are really things that you guys improved upon as you move forward? Or is that something that, you know, is going to have trouble, like, staying consistent from week to week?
Well, I mean, again, staying consistent is run game, line play, staying on schedule, not getting third and longs, not drop passes, you know, which you know, we did a deal a couple years ago. Every time you drop a pass, you typically punt. The 1 year we did was 21% of the time you punt with the drop pass. I mean, it's a 0 play. So, you know, we just had some things that got us behind schedule. Is that a sign of things we improved? I don't know. We just finally got into a passing rhythm, you know, clicked, whatever. Why it wasn't there earlier, don't know. But again, we cannot play that long with you know, we can't put our defense consistently in those positions, expect them to hang in there because they battled for us today. We need the offense, and I'm an offensive guy. We need the offense to hold the rope and pull their end of the bargain here.
What do you think?
One more question. Some of the young guys that got starts on defense, Bobby, Paris.
Yeah, well, and Jarrell Drain jacked an ankle up on Wednesday. They thought he broke it, and a deal which is going to be, but found it's just a sprain, you know, or he'll miss a couple, 3 weeks. Could have been, we thought Wednesday could have been the end of his season. Now it looks like we'll get him back, but that forced Flo and Drew. Like I said last week, our safeties have been some of our leading tacklers, but they've missed tackles. Drew and Flo are some young guys. They had the opportunity. I know one time we did bust a coverage, gave them a shot down the middle where they kicked the field goal later, almost a touchdown in the first half. One of those guys did bust a coverage, but those are guys, when I say we need guys to be giving us more, it was nice for Drew Harden. It was nice for Jamon Chester a week ago to step up and give us a little bit today. Some of those guys in that sophomore, junior class need to start stepping up and answering. It was good to see those 2 guys. I thought they did okay. Bobby probably should have been playing him early. We had him inside at D tackle. Where the end was going, we moved him a couple weeks ago to D end. He's still learning it, but he is stronger, plays with his hands, plays with leverage. For a young guy, he actually plays better than some of our guys we got in there, and that's a young guy we'll keep working with. So, all right, guys, appreciate it.